quick question. Do you know how your workplace pension scheme works? Because a recent Aviva study showed that only 34% of people could explain what a DC pension is, but this is actually the type that most people have. So this is really important because for a lot of us, our pensions are going to be our biggest asset. So understanding how these work is super, super important. So here's the basics. A workplace pension is just a pot that your employer sets up, and every time you get paid, you pay in, your employer pays in, and also the government adds some money in the form of tax relief. Now, 57% of people didn't actually realise that the government adds to their pension. Now, there's two main types of workplace pension. We've got defined contribution or DC schemes, which is what most people have. This is just a pot, and what you get in retirement depends on what's been contributed as well as any investment growth. But ultimately, the responsibility is on us to make sure that we've got enough in retirement. And then when it comes to retirement, usually 25% can be taken tax-free and the rest is subject to income tax. On the other hand, we've got defined benefit pensions or DB schemes, which are a bit rarer these days, but ultimately these provide a guaranteed income in retirement. So they're super valuable. We still see them across the NHS, teachers, civil service, but they're really expensive to run, hence why they're basically becoming extinct. But here's the really important part about DC pensions, which doesn't get spoken about enough, and that's the fact that they are invested. So what they're invested in is going to determine how much they actually grow. 55% of people in the survey didn't know what their pension was invested in. Now, for young people, for example, it can often make sense to take more investment risk because we have a longer time frame to ride out any ups and downs in the market in pursuit of greater longer term growth. So this can often mean investing in more equities whilst also making sure that we're suitably diversified. A lot of people didn't also realize that they can add more to their pension, and this is a really great way of investing because not only are you saving tax relief in the short term, but you're also investing for your future self, and pension funds grow free of tax, which really boosts the effects of compounding over time. Another thing to check is if your employer matches any contributions, because if they do, this is basically another way of getting free money into your pension. There was also a bit of confusion around when we can access our pensions. Only 20% of people got this question right. So let me clarify. Workplace pensions can currently be accessed at 55, increasing to 57. It's state pensions, which is a bit later, currently 66, increasing to 67. But this is really important because knowing when we're able to retire is going to determine how much we actually need to save. So if there's one thing you're going to do after this video, I'd encourage you to log into your pension portal, check what you're invested in, see what you're contributing, and importantly as well, see if your employer will match any further contributions. A quick check now could mean thousands of pounds more in your pension in the future. So get on top of your pensions, guys. Hope you found this video useful and follow for more educational content.